Today's video, we are going to go over installing zip tape on an outside and inside corner. If you haven't watched the first installing zip tape video, I recommend you do that. We go over the properties of the tape and some very important tips. Now, before we create or use any method, it's important to establish the product we are trying to achieve. In this case, we want an even amount of tape on either side of the seam. On an inside corner, the tape must be completely pressed into the corner, so there is no gap behind the tape. If this happens, it can prevent the corner trim from sitting flat against the wall and damage the tape, causing it to fail. Next, the tape should be installed straight and flat with no bubbles or creases. Ensuring the tape stays straight is important on the corners. The more crooked you get, the harder it is to prevent bubbles and creases. Here's a tip that will speed up installation and help produce a quality install: the gauge block. Used to make a straight reference line for the tape, the block has two sides, one for inside corners and one for outside corners. If you've watched my channel, then you know I couldn't help myself. I had to make a mahogany splined miter for my block, but you can simply nail two pieces together. The block marks out half the tape width. You only need to mark one side. When marking the corners, the gauge measures 1 7/8 inch from the inside out for an outside corner, and measures 1 7/8 inch from edge to edge on the other side when marking the inside corner. Step 1 is to mark all your corners. Now we'll start with an outside corner. In this case, the subfascia and wall are in the same plane. Because we don't want an exposed end seam, I'll tape up to the roof, which then gets covered by the tape. Now gently press the tape against the line and wall all the way down. Once you get to the bottom, cut the tape. Next, pinch the tape in the middle of the wall and fold it over the corner. Then move down 12 inches and repeat. This time pull down at a slight angle and smooth out the tape, preventing any creases. Once you've reached the bottom, go back to the middle and repeat these steps up the wall. This time pull up at a slight angle as you go. If you start at the top or bottom, you will most likely end up with a bubble or crease. Now it's time to roll the tape thoroughly. Next is an inside corner, which is a little tricky. Starting at the top, gently place the tape on the line. Don't press the tape onto the wall yet, and be careful that you don't let it stick to the other side. Once you get to the bottom, cut the tape. Now, using your spreader, start in the middle of the wall and press the tape into the corner, working up the wall. You still want to make sure the tape doesn't stick to the other side and make sure it's tight in the corner. Then continue down to the bottom of the wall. Because I'm going down to the floor, I need to cut half the tape to allow the other side to move correctly. Now go to the middle again and, using the spreader, press the other side against the wall. The spreader not only flattens out the tape, but it applies pressure in the very corner that is hard for the roller to reach. Now, thoroughly roll the tape. Well, there you have it. Pretty simple. And it will get you a perfect install. This works on all corners: inside, outside, roof to subfascia, gable ends, and ridge. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos, hit those like and subscribe buttons, and I'll see you next time.